over 100 years, no toy had captured the hearts of boys and families during the holidays quite like the toy train. Hi everybody, I'm Larkin from Trains of Lark. In an era dominated by video games and social media, trains still remain a timeless part of the way we celebrate Christmas, and are still common to this day, whether it's setting up a small train around the tree or building something elaborate for the holidays and bringing joy to children and families. Last year, we talked to several people who shared their Christmas stories and why they think trains continue to be special even to this day. This year, we have even more stories to share. So many, in fact, that I'm teaming up with my buddy Caleb over at Caleb Easter's Trains to help share these stories. I hope you enjoyed hearing these stories as much as we did the first time around. And without further ado, let's get started.
Happy holidays, everybody. This is Jeremy with Sedanos Trains on Instagram. When I think of Christmas, I can't think of a Christmas that didn't involve a train under the tree. Some of my best memories growing up, going over to my grandparents on Christmas Eve, jumping up on my pap's chair, grabbing his Lionel transformer, and running his train. Now I'm older, and I still find myself doing the same thing, putting a loop of track under the tree, handing my kids a transformer, and watching their eyes light up as they run trains under a Christmas tree. Because there's nothing like Christmas magic like watching two kids run a train under a Christmas tree. So I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
While the history of Christmas trains goes back to the 19th century, my history with them goes back over 20 years to this Lionel train set, the Tinseltown Express. My dad gave me this train when I was a kid, and even after moving to two different coasts, I still love running this Christmas set every year. No matter what you celebrate, I hope you have a cherished holiday train tradition too. And, of course, happy holidays.
Christmas is a special time of year for me, and trains have always been a part of the celebration. Over the years, I have made many wonderful memories, a few of which I would like to share with you today. I was introduced to my first train around the Christmas tree at a young age. As I got older, my dad and I would set up the train layout and find a few new items to add to it each year. This is the train that started it all, my dad's MPC-era Lionel set, which I still run today. I remember the Christmas I received my first steam freight set, and a few years later my first modern passenger set with Proto-Sound 2. These early memories have turned into a lifelong hobby of model railroading that I can now share with my family, all because of that first train around the Christmas tree many years ago.
Texas Special 2245 takes the green.
Toy trains and Christmas are all about traditions. They're as much a part of the holiday season as the lights on a tree or a festive wreath on your front door. The best part about traditions is seeing how each generation honors the past, but also puts their own spin on that tradition as it's passed down to them. This is my childhood New York Central flyer set from 2001. It was given to me on Christmas by my paternal grandmother. Her son, my father, received this Texas special set for Christmas in 1960. His father, my grandfather, got this Ives set for Christmas around 1920. Adding to your collection every year becomes a family tradition. Each edition becomes a story, an heirloom. These toys can get expensive, but if you care for them, it's not difficult to make them last a century. And they are toys, never forget that. This hobby is about having fun, especially when it's with the ones you care about. Whether you're from the generation that got inspired by catalogs and department store displays, toy trains sync to music and sound effects by TM books and videos, or you've always known trains on the growing online and social world, you know that feeling of trains and the holidays. It's inescapable. No matter how old we get, or as stressful as life can be sometimes, it doesn't take much to get that feeling of Christmas past, especially when you have some trains to run. I hope you share the holidays with the ones you love, and may Santa be generous with the orange boxes this year. Like many of you, Christmas Day is a very special day in my heart. I remember as a kid going downstairs on Christmas Day and seeing all the cool gifts Santa brought, and being so excited to play with my new toys. I don't remember the exact year that it happened, but I believe it was around 2004. I remember that Christmas morning, I came down the stairs from my bedroom, and to my surprise, something was waiting for me. That thing waiting for me was a Lionel Pennsylvania Flyer train set, all set up and running under the Christmas tree. I was so happy, and I think it was the only thing I really played with that whole day. My love goes way back to that time, and it has continued ever since. Since then, so many things have changed. My love for trains and my love for the hobby has not. It got me through many hard times, and I'm glad to have the community I have now. To everyone watching, I wish you a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas. I hope to see many new things happen in 2025.
Model trains and Christmas are one of those things that we celebrate together. For me, the tradition started in 2004 with the Lionel Polar Express. There is something magical about turning on the Christmas tree and watching the train run under it. It is one of those things that can take you back to childhood and make you forget about the stresses of life for a little bit. It is one of my favorite times of the year. It takes me back to those Christmases as a kid again. I want to thank my grandpa and my late uncle for passing this hobby and tradition down to me. Someday I hope to carry this down in the years to come.
Hello everyone, from BR Railroad. Christmas and trains, where do we begin? It all started at my grandparents' house every Christmas Eve. Grandpa would set up an extravagant Lionel O scale along with a Markman miniature Z scale layout to show off to all the family. One of my fondest memories of Christmas was running trains with Grandpa. Fast forward 25 plus years later, I proposed to my now wife on Christmas. We took over the Christmas train tradition, running them for all of our family and friends.
Easy enough to say, we love to add to our Christmas train collection.
If there's one thing everyone associates with the time of the holidays, it's the billowing sound of a steam engine's whistle. During the holidays, every family is lined outside of museums for one thing, the Polar Express. And of course, the one thing every kid wants to hear is that massive sound of the steam engine's whistle. Whether it's a small whistle or a big boy-sized whistle, each engine is wishing you a Merry Christmas. So this holiday season, put a train under your tree, blow that whistle, and have yourself a Merry Christmas.
Pennsylvania 1361, you are clear for departure.
Like the Christmas tree, it brings family together to gather around. For me, it was a tradition for my twin brother and my younger brother to have that quality time with my dad, deciding what trains to place around the tree, what size track layout, what shape this year, what can we add to the gondola to surprise everyone. Much like the house itself, the trains get decorated too.
Well, hello! Steve here from Big Boy Trains. My introduction to the world of trains started Christmas morning back when I was just 12 years old, when I received my very own Bachmann HO scale train set for Christmas. Sadly, enjoyment was very short-lived since I only had one of those old 4-foot by 4-foot folding card tables to use for my layout, and after running for about 5 minutes, the Santa Fe E8 flew right off the table and would never run again. So life went on, and I would always reflect on what it would be like to have a fully operating train layout myself. Then, 33 years after that fateful incident, I finally took the plunge and built my first Christmas tree layout. And this is where it all began. For us, Christmas is kind of the pinnacle of trains. From the time we get home from work until we head off to bed, Christmas trains are running non-stop around the Christmas tree and in the next room over. We enjoy the relaxation and the disconnect from daily life. When kids come to visit, their pure joy is so infectious. While I wasn't able to experience the same joy that they experienced when I was their age, it's really nice to still be able to provide that for them as an adult. While I do have a goal of always expanding my main layout in the basement, just like everyone else, when it comes to the Christmas layout, the budget always ends up being a little bit bigger than expected, and we never have any regrets. There's just something about those trains going around that tree over and over that you just can't beat anywhere. So thanks for your time, and I hope you all have a wonderful train-filled holiday season.
Hey everyone, Mike with Mike's American Flyer Trains here. As far back as I can remember, model trains running around the Christmas tree have always been an integral part of my family's Christmases. And model trains in general have always been a big part of my life. The first American Flyer train set we had when I was growing up was a Silver Bullet freight set. And I still have photos that my parents took of me sitting in front of the tree with a Silver Bullet train behind me. I was probably about 4 years old. Thankfully, after all these years, I still have it, and I get to run it around the Christmas tree and share it with you today in this video running on my layout. So from me and my family to you and your family, I wish you nothing but clear tracks ahead, a very Merry Christmas, and a happy and healthy New Year.
Hey boys and girls, here we are at Trains.com. I brought my empty toy bag to fill it up with model trains for everyone. Come on inside with me as we shop. Ho ho ho! It's Santa here at Trains.com. One of my favorite places when it's Christmas time to get out all of the model trains for all of the good boys and girls all over the country. You know why Trades.com is my favorite place? Because of the huge variety that they've got. And the elves love it too because of all the parts that they can use to repair all the broken trains. And don't forget, if you want to learn how to be an elf and fix your trains yourself, you can go to our Trains Academy and learn how to fix trains too. Look at the variety, look at the deals, it's amazing. Thank you for coming and visiting us at Trains.com. And here we are, it's time to leave Trains.com. I've got trains in my bag, but don't worry, there's a lot more in there than what you think there is, because when I sprinkle the magic dust on there, it fills up the whole sleigh. Thank you everyone, Merry Christmas.
Hey everybody, it's Gary and Ryan from the Train Board. We just wanted to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a thank you to Lark for including us in this year's Christmas video.
Well, to me, Christmas means the Santa Mountain as far as the Train Board. I made this sometime between 1998 and 2001. Made the mountain, and we accumulated the buildings around that time too. So that's why it represents Christmas. And we've had it on our train boards because it's too big to put in under the Christmas tree. So you've got the deliveries, you've got Santa's workshop back there, and we have reindeer flying school, and then of course Santa's flying above the village, and it used to spin and the Christmas tree used to light brightly. Lately the tree doesn't light as good, the bulbs are burning out, but that's what it means for Christmas. And it survived pretty much through
two layouts,
and it was really my first attempt at any kind of stone. So it worked out probably pretty good, better than most of the things we did. So, and Ryan, you remember it from when you were the youngest kid, right?
Yep, it's always been on our layout, and there's always a little bit of Christmas on our layout with Santa's Mountain.
Yeah.
One more thing I forgot to mention, we have two guys climbing up Santa's Mountain to try and sneak a peek at their presents.
Alright, so that's our Santa's Mountain, and as we always say, there's always a little bit of Christmas on our train board with Santa's Mountain. So we'll see you next time, and we hope you have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm Bill B. with the Ozark Midland and Southern Railway YouTube channel. I want to share with you my most enduring Christmas memory. 1956, Christmas morning, my brother and I came down the stairs, and underneath the tree I found a large box. And inside that box, I discovered a Lionel 2338 Milwaukee Road GP7. And the cars like those you saw in the clip earlier. I tell you, later that day, underneath the tree while watching the train go around and around and around, I fell asleep. And the next morning at the breakfast table, I learned that my dad had picked me up and put me to bed. I'd literally fallen asleep just watching the train go around and around. And I haven't forgotten that memory. It's been with me all my life since receiving that first train. And you can look at my YouTube channel and see kind of what it's meant for me. Trains have always been a part of my life. Railroading, model trains, toy trains. They've just always been there for me. And they've meant a lot to me. And I just wanted to share that in this little video. Merry Christmas now.
Trains and Christmas. They go together just as well as bread and butter. For many decades, the train station was where families reunited for Christmas, and on Christmas morning, boys hoped they'd see a Lionel train under the tree. While I was unfortunately not born in the golden age of passenger rail travel, I can still enjoy seeing fresh orange box goodness under the tree at Christmas time. I cherish the nights our family spends together in the living room with the train running around the bottom of the tree. And on the night before Christmas, we also love to watch the Polar Express. I mean, come on, is there a better movie for Christmas Eve? And on Christmas morning, I get the same hope boys have been feeling for decades. A big orange and blue box, sitting below the tree with a train inside. Trains and Christmas have always done one thing successfully for all the years they've been around. They've delivered happiness and brought families together.
Oddly enough, for me, trains and Christmas didn't involve a Christmas tree. Every year we'd pull trains down from the attic and set them up in the basement. It wasn't until I had children of my own that we got our first set, a Thomas Ready to Run set, that we put under the tree. That set has been a permanent fixture under our tree every year, but more recently has begun to be replaced by my father's original 75-year-old plus 2026 Prairie freight set. There's just something about those muted post-war colors running around under the tree that really completes the whole scene.
Every train we have, whether it's a locomotive, a boxcar, a caboose, has a story behind it.
You need to be starting on the left. It's a little wobbly, you know. Oh, hi.
You think he's going to do it?
I think he's going to do it.
Setting up Christmas decorations is a great way to recount all of the wonderful memories that we've made with friends and family over the years. But I noticed as we've been doing more with our model trains, that now that also represents all the wonderful people that we've managed to meet through this hobby. And our Christmas trains kind of reflect that. Whether it's the shirt we got from Ray, the hobo car we got from Art, or even Dell's coal car down here delivering coal to all the bad kids. I'm kidding, we managed to fill this with Christmas trees too. So running these trains is one thing. We enjoy doing that anyways. But the memories that these cars and trains carry with them, whether they're from somebody or somebody helped us find it, or somebody gave it to us as a gift, or maybe somebody even helped us troubleshoot a problem on it. Regardless of how, we're thankful for all of the people that we've connected with through this hobby. And that's something that we love celebrating this time of year together. Merry Christmas.
Got the tree up. We're working on the loop of track. Sweetheart, what do you think of trains and Christmas? We bought the fancy track with the lights on it, so it'll light up when the train goes around. All right, we'll try and put this together, and we do this every year, and we'll see how this looks when we're done. All right, we did it. What do you think, sweetheart? All right, Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks, Lark, for putting this together.
Christmas and model trains have been synonymous all of my life, but the meanings change as you age. For instance, when I was young, putting up the tree meant that the Tyco Spirit of 76 HO train set and AFX and Aurora slot car sets came out of the attic. When my son was born, I wanted to give him the same Christmas experience I had, but with a twist. For him, it was G-scale trains and Carrera 124th slot cars around the tree. Now that I'm older, Christmas trees and trains are more about connections and reflecting back on either new additions to the family, pets we've had, or beloved family members we've lost. Each train I run around the tree has a special meaning to me. It gives me a sense of peace throughout the holiday season. This is Del Hudson wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous New Year.
Toy trains and Christmas have gone hand in hand, dating back over 100 years. It's so ingrained in Americana, and you don't have to be a train enthusiast to appreciate it. For me, there's this magic to it, and it's hard to explain it. Toy trains are this gateway to childhood or to memories. The growing popularity of trains today prove that this tradition is alive and well, and it's a great time to start the tradition with your own family. Toy trains remind me of my own childhood. Every year, we would go to our local train shop right after Thanksgiving. It was the big thing, and we would find something new for Dad to add to his collection. And today, those trains will still run under the Christmas tree when we go to visit. And it just brings back all of that nostalgia, Christmas and trains. We have trains under our Christmas tree, right?
Yeah,
What's your favorite train?
the Polar Express.
It's a good one. It's always a good one. You gonna keep running trains?
Yes.
Yep, gonna keep the tradition alive?
Yes.
I love this kid.
How you doing? I'm Tony from The Rambles on Instagram and YouTube. There is nothing like this time of year and a train around the Christmas tree. I can remember every year, every Christmas, I had one, and it's a tradition that I'm passing along in my family. I can remember watching those trains under the trees and spending countless hours daydreaming about what Santa might bring me next. And so, from my family to yours, I hope you have a happy and healthy holiday season, a wonderful new year, and you get all those trains you're hoping for.
I'll never forget the joy I felt when I got my first train under the Christmas tree. The pure excitement I felt watching it go around and around. There was something about it, something joyful and peaceful. Even today I feel the same feelings whenever I run trains. In all the chaos of the world today, it brings me peace. It feels like everything is going to be okay. I love that this hobby is something that I can enjoy with myself, my friends, and my loved ones. As we celebrate the magic of Christmas, let us not forget the joy that model trains bring to our festivities. Their legacy of happiness is a wonder and a cherished part of the season. Merry Christmas, everyone, from Caleb Easter Trains.
I'll never forget the Christmas that got me back into model trains. I was a senior in college and I had a buddy of mine whose grandfather was downsizing, and he asked me if I wanted some of his trains. Of course I said yes, thought it was maybe a train set or something small, didn't anticipate acquiring several engines, including a Scouts, a K-Line Pacific, a post-war 2035, a post-war 1055, and an MTH turbine. And from there, I officially got back into the hobby, and each Christmas I always get the trains running and just be awestruck each year. 10 years have passed, and I've made so many great friends in this hobby, and now that I have a son, I'm so excited to carry on this family interest to a new generation, especially around the holidays. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to subscribe to get notified for more content in the near future, and I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.